Hi, I'm Ben from Performance Bike, and this is the new Scattante CFR carbon fiber platform. We've completely redesigned the Scattante CFR for 2012. We wanted to give you a better riding, sexier platform so that we just increase the overall handling characteristics of this bicycle. We've done this by giving you an arched top tube, an ovalized down tube, and internally routed cables, which just gives the frame set a much cleaner, more aerodynamic look, and overall better ride characteristics in general. We've added a larger head tube, which allows us to incorporate a tapered steer tube on the carbon fiber fork. What that does is it stiffens up the front end of the bicycle. It gives you better feedback from the road and improves your handling characteristics on the bicycle. So stiffer front end, better handling characteristics. That's how we've changed the front end of the CFR carbon platform. We've kept the BB30 bottom bracket shell for 2012. We love the BB30 bottom bracket shell because it allows us to use a wider down tube that is molded into the bottom bracket shell. And what that does is it increases the lateral rigidity of the frame platform and keeps the frame from flexing from side to side. That's going to give you a much better ride characteristic, a much more high performance feel to the bicycle. And in addition to that, it allows us to use a BB30 crank spindle, and the BB30 crank spindle is much lighter weight than a traditional crank spindle, but it's also stiffer than a traditional crank spindle. So better power feedback into the pedal system. Now on the back side of the bottom bracket shell, again, we've used these wider flared chainstays. The flared chainstays and the actual width gives you increased clearance in the bottom bracket area. It also enhances lateral rigidity of the frame. So paired with the wider down tube and the flared chainstays, you're going to get a much more laterally stiff bike and eliminate any side-to-side flex when you're pedaling. We've also added an arched chainstay, an arch seat stay. We're calling this the Power Arch Seat Stay. I think it's a really cool addition to the bicycle. It looks really sharp. It has a great high performance feel to it. And the reason it enhances the ride characteristics of the bike is because you get a much better vertical road compliance. So the bike is actually going to feel better underneath you. You're going to soak up some of the harsh road vibrations, but you're still going to maintain a fairly stiff rear triangle. In addition to that, the brake bridge area is one molded piece. So what that does is it eliminates any flex from the braking system and just gives you a much more solid brake feel when you go to stop, especially on something like a long descent or hard cornering. You're going to eliminate some brake chatter and you're just going to get a more positive feel when you're braking. Again, this is the brand new 2012 Scattante CFR frame set. This year we'll actually be offering this in 3 new models. The CFR Team, which will be a Shimano Di2 Ultegra electronic system. We'll be offering it in the CFR Elite, which will be a Shimano Ultegra triple. And then the Scattante CFR Comp, which will be a Shimano 105 bike. All 3 bikes are going to be a tremendous value, and they will be available only at Performance Bicycle.